This time on Irate Garage, I'm starting the Eldorado for the first time this year. It should be just fine. I'm gonna quick check the battery. Testing. Yeah, good battery. Excellent. It actually is high on the cranking amps. That's crazy. Stay health, 100%, 100%. I don't know what resistance means. Well, I don't know what good or bad resistance is in a battery. I always have to Google. But this thing says battery is good. Just hook the battery back up. I have a more in-depth video on starting something for the first time. I'm just kind of, not going to say rushing through this, but fire it up and go, I think is what we're doing. There we go. I like these batteries that have both side posts and top posts. It makes it way easier to charge the battery or jump start the car if you had to. Checking fluids. It should be right there at the top, and it is. Always make sure you got both of those hooked. It's very easy to not. Ask me how I know. All right, come over. That's a little dark. But check power steering fluid. Looks fine. This car kind of leaks everything, and I kind of don't care. So there you go. That is some dark, nasty oil. I might be changing that. Let's check, make sure there is transmission fluid in it. And there is. It's kind of a little joke where I work because everything I own leaks something. And I swear everything I own leaks. So that looks good. Oops, I'm gonna open this up just to make sure nothing has made a home in here. It looks good. I also like to start it with the air cleaner off, just in case I get a car backfire. I can see it. Looks like everything is good. Ugh, that's the worst sound ever. There we go. That one always gets slow. One of these days I'll clean the track. I haven't started this car since October, and it is now May. Yeah, mid-October I think is the last time I started this. It is now May 10th. Fired right up, runs like a champ. This car is awesome. I love it. Like about the Eldorado, flat floor. There we go. Help that window down a bit. I never put it down all the way. You're a dirty girl. This is where I run the dog over, catch it on film, or run the camera over. Either way. There she is. Man, this thing runs good. I'm just letting it run and burn off the oil. You can actually see it seeping through right in here. That's I believe that is a indication of bad valve seals. Something's whining a little bit. I don't know if you can hear it. Oh, it might be the pump. Okay. Check transmission fluid real quick. Oh, it is a little low. It's also cold. I'm gonna call that okay and check it after I drive it. I've changed my mind. I think I'm gonna go ahead and change the oil on this. It's due. It's been a while. That was scary. You can't see the ramps at all. Oh, nice big hood. I have to go turn the water on for my wife's horses, and then we'll get back to this. Okay. Feels like I just did this. It's because I did in the last video I shot. But different car, different search algorithms, different people finding the channel. And hey, if it's your first time here, please like and subscribe. Ta-da! All right. So kind of an interesting little trait on these Eldorados is they have two drain plugs. They have one up here and then one on the sump right there. This holds a little bit in it, not a whole lot really, but you still want to go ahead and drain that. This oil is hot. I like to push on it just a little bit. You can feel when the threads go past. There we go. It's like that. It's not a whole lot of oil in this part really, but I still want to make sure I drain it. Am I really gonna put back-to-back oil change videos on my channel? Probably. And just snug. This thing's good and warm. I bet this oil will come out super fast. Sorry, I grunt every time I do something, apparently. Start a YouTube channel. You'll learn all the weird things about yourself. I believe we're there. There we go. Good thing I'm changing the oil. It stinks. I'm also going to go around while I have the car up and make sure everything's tight, because there's a lot of leaky under this car. It's a good idea just to look around and make sure everything's tight. Nothing is obviously loose. And I've been reminded of that today because I was looking at something else, making sure it was tight, and I noticed that the nut on the pitman arm was about half a turn loose, and that's scary. So I will keep an eye on that. One thing I don't like about doing oil changes on ramps is there's always a little bit back here you can't get out. That's why I try to do it, at least in my shop, the floor has got a bit of a slope to it, so it's not as bad. But I really dislike jacking this car up, almost as much as I dislike jacking up a Super Duty. Those are tight. All right, oil filter time. I like these. I like this style oil filter wrench. It seems to really work on ones that get stuck. All right. I know a lot of guys like to poke holes in their filters. I don't do that really. Honestly, I'm too impatient to wait for the oil to drain out of the filter. Now, I've talked about pre-filling a filter before, and it occurred to me I did not explain what that was. So I'm explaining it in this video. For those of you who've watched more than one, and why you're watching another oil change video that done by the same guy, I don't know. Anyway, so I just fill up the filter. They go in at an angle on these cars, so it's not super important that you fill the filter. We're just trying to give the engine a head start on getting oil pressure right away. Okay, that filter is about 2/3 full. I'm gonna call that okay. Don't forget to put a little oil on your O-ring here. There we go. There we go. Nice and snug. Filter off. I know this holds 5 quarts. It might be 6 with a filter though. I'm going to put 5 in, counting what's in the filter, and then I'll take it off the ramps and pull it outside and check it on the level ground. All right, might be slight. It says it's slightly over full. Considering a little bit sits in that front bit of the pan, and we got to finish filling up the oil filter yet. I'm not too worried or concerned. So. Make sure that oil light doesn't come on. While it's running, check for leaks. Listen for any badness. She sounds nice and quiet to me. All right, check for a light. No light. Back underneath just to make sure things aren't leaking. One thing I like to do is give the oil filter another turn after it's ran. Just to make sure that's tight. Another happy Cadillac. And a few happy doggies. I'm gonna clean that thing off and hit the road. Should be a good time.